Thank you. So why this process is doing, okay, why this process is being done? Because so to separate the DNA fragments, okay, we are doing this to separate the DNA fragments. Okay, so the main purpose of agarose gel electrophoresis is to separate the DNA fragments. Now, so what exactly they were doing? They took a tray, so there they added some conducting solution in it, and they placed a agarose gel membrane in it. Okay, so they placed a agarose gel membrane in it, and they created, okay, they created the wells. Okay, they created some wells here near the cathode. Okay, near the negative charge, they have created the well. So now what happened? They have took the DNA fragments in the test tube and they transferred this DNA fragment, sorry, into the wells. Okay, they have transferred this into the wells. Okay, so after transferring of these DNA fragments into the well, what happened? They will start the electricity. Okay, so here there will be a battery connected to it. So there will be a battery connected to it, and there will be a kind of switch, okay, to manage the changes here. So now what you're going to do, you're going to add the DNA fragments in those pits or wells in the agarose gel membrane. So now you're going to switch it on. So when you switch on this setup, what happens? The DNA fragments, which are actually negatively charged, they will start migrating towards the positive charge. Okay, they will start migrating towards the positive charge. And as you know, the heavier DNA molecules are the heavy DNA fragments will not go very farther. Okay, so they will go only for a small distance, but the smaller fragments will go very far. So same thing happens here. The larger molecules will be remain closer to the negative charge. They remain closer to the negative charge. But as you go, a very distant, so there you are going to see what? Done, Sachin. Okay. Yeah. So here, the smallest fragments will go very far. So this is how you're going to see the DNA fragments are going to migrate. So this is what we called migration. Okay. So now what you will do, you will see the DNA fragments, but not the naked eyes. Okay, you cannot see the DNA fragments through naked eyes. For that, you are going to add the stain. Okay, for that you're going to add the stain. So which stain you're going to add? You're going to add ethidium bromide. Okay, so ethidium bromide is the special stain that you will be using. Okay, bromide that you will be using here. So this ethidium bromide, after the staining, we are going to visualize or see the DNA fragments through the UV rays. Okay, so through the UV rays, if you go and look at the DNA fragments, you will see the orange color DNA fragments. Okay, so orange color of DNA fragments will be visible. Okay, so this is how you're going to see the DNA. Please remember, you cannot see the DNA through your naked eyes. If you want to see the DNA, then what you have to do, you have to stain the agarose gel with the ethidium bromide and observe it under the UV rays, right? So now let us get back to the options. So what they are saying here, DNA migrates towards the negative electrode. Okay, so DNA migrates towards the electrode. This is definitely wrong. Why? Because our DNA is negatively charged and it is migrating towards the positive electrode. Then the electric power is not used in setup. That is definitely wrong. Okay, so in the last class I had shown you the entire setup. So uske liye hum logon ko electricity is really important. See, in the name only it says, right? So what does it say? Gel electrophoresis. The name itself suggests. Okay, hence B is also wrong option. Then larger molecules migrate faster than smaller. That is definitely wrong. The smaller molecules will go very farther away, whereas the larger molecule cannot move very far. Okay, then the Ethereum bromide can be used to visualize the DNA. This is so true. Okay, as I told you, you cannot see the DNA through your naked eyes. Even though if you want to see it under the UV rays, you have to use the stain that is Ethereum bromide. Okay, so that by that we are going to visualize the DNA. Okay, so these are the things that we discussed in our last class. So let's go ahead and discuss something more important in this class. Nandish, I'm so sorry beta. Yesterday I was like super crazy, busy. You know, मैंने देखे बहुत सारे लोगों की messages आए थे. Yesterday was our festival, and there were like thousands of texts were in my phone. Okay, so I couldn't answer your questions, but today I'll make sure that I'll see your questions. Okay, please have patience with me. Please bear with me, right? So now we were talking about the processes. Okay, so no need to resend, Nandish, no need to resend. I'll look it. Okay, I will look it and I'll answer. Don't worry, right? So we were talking about the processes of the biotechnology, right? So what exactly was the first process? We isolated, right? We isolated the DNA. Okay, so we isolated the DNA by how first we broke the cell wall and the cell membrane by using enzymes. Then we added more additional enzyme to digest everything but except DNA. So by this method, we isolated the DNA. Then what we did, we used a special technique to remove that DNA. That special technique was called as spooling. There what we did, we add the chilled ethanol, मतलब एकदम ठंडा सा, मतलब बर्फीला, like freezing cold, okay, like freezing cold, ऐसा ठंडा सा आप लोगों ने ethanol को use किया, and you put that in the sides, okay, in the sides you put that. So what happened? तो तुम लोगों को DNA मिला, right? So after you getting the DNA, what did you do? You need to cut the DNA, right? So you have got the many cells ka DNA, so that you have to maintain it, right? So first you have to cut the DNA into the smaller fragments, right? So you cut the DNA into the smaller fragments by what? By which enzyme? We use the enzyme restriction endonuclease. Very good, Nandish. We use the enzyme restriction endonuclease. Okay, so after we cut down the DNA into smaller fragments, then what we did? We wanted to separate the cut it down fragments, right? That is why we used a specialized technique called as gel electrophoresis. Okay, very good, Nandish. We use gel electrophoresis. Okay, so what happened here? Here we use the electric power and the battery. So here what happened, as our DNA is negatively charged, as the current flowed in the entire setup, the DNA fragments would move towards the positively charged, hence separating the DNA. Okay, then what do we do? So here, while we separated the DNA, we stained it and we viewed it under the UV rays. Okay, now what we have to do after the gel electrophoresis, we have to take out our gene of interest. Okay, why? Because the gene which we are looking for is present in our agarose gel. Okay, it is sunk. Okay, वो sunken हो गया है बेटा in the agarose gel membrane. We have to take it out. So to take out that specific part of DNA, we will do a process called as elution. Okay, we will do the process called as elution. Here what happened? Okay, so as I told you, there will be a agarose gel membrane. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे DNA fragments you can see. Okay, you can see the several DNA fragments. Now what you're going to do, you have to take out this part of the DNA. So you cannot, practically remove just the DNA. Just the DNA को ऐसे नहीं निकाल सकते हो तुम. So what you can do, you can entirely take out this part. मतलब ऐसे एक बड़ा सा चम्मच लेके you're going to remove it. So while removing that part, what happens? Here the DNA fragment will also be there, and along with that there will be a presence of agar gel. Okay, that agarose gel ka material will also be there. So now what we are going to do, we are going to work it with the centrifuge. Okay, तो हम लोग इसको क्या करेंगे? We will work with with the centrifuge. So by doing the centrifuge, what happened? All that heavy agarose gel material will settle down, and the DNA, okay, that the small fragment of DNA which we were looking, it would be floating. Okay, so सारा एकदम dense part यहाँ पे होगा, and the small DNA part which we are looking for would be somewhere here. So then what we are going to do? We are taking it out. So we are going to take it out. Now this DNA would be our gene of interest. Now we obtained our gene of interest. Okay. Now what we have to do? With only one gene of interest, we cannot work. We cannot work. Why? Because if you utilize that gene of interest and you did some work with it, so what if that work which you're doing is a flop? ओके वो फ्लॉप हो गया बेटा, तो अभी तुम लोग उसको वेस्ट कर दिया. अगर फिर तुमको जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट चाहिए तो यू हैव टू द आइसोलेशन अगेन, कटिंग अगेन, ऑल दिस प्रोसेस. दैट इज व्हाई यू नीड टू कीप the many more a number of gene of interest as the backup. Okay, because that is our gene of interest. Okay, whatever we are working with it, we want the ultimate ingredient, है ना? So we have to keep it for backup. Now, so how do we make one from one gene of interest? We're going to make the thousands of fragments. So this process is done by another technique, another technique called as PCR. Okay, so here what you're going to do, you're going to amplify. Okay, you're going to do the amplification of gene of interest by PCR. So now we are going to understand what exactly is the PCR. PCR is actually a type of machine. Okay, they what happened by using this one gene of interest, we are going to get the plenty number of same. Like मैं अगर simple words में बोलूँ ना बेटा, तो replication हो रहा है, but artificial means नहीं. Okay, तो ये inside the body जो replication होता है ना बेटा, exactly the same kind of replication happens, but in the artificial medium. We are doing this in the artificial processes. Okay, so we can also call PCR as the artificial replication. Okay, so that is also true. Now, ma'am, how exactly this process is done? Okay, yeah, since I can call it like that. So how exactly we have to do it? So this process we are going to study in this section here. Okay, so PCR machine is also called as thermal cycler. So do you know why this is called as thermal cycler? Because in the entire process of manufacturing thousands of number of gene of interest, in this processes we always maintain. Okay, so we always maintain the temperature. Okay, we always maintain the temperature. So maintaining temperature is a very important factor in the PCR machine. Ma'am, please tell how do we identify GOI before elution? See, Chiran, let me tell you something. So what you are working with, ठीक है, तो तुम्हारा जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट का न्यूक्लियोटाइड बेस सीक्वेंस क्या है वो हमको पहले से ही मालूम होना चाहिए. Okay, so if you are working with some gene of interest, we should know that yeah, this is the DNA sequence. Okay, so this is the nucleotide sequence of this gene of interest. So you have to keep on looking. You have to keep on looking which nucleotide base sequence matches with our requirement. So when we get the matching, okay, जो हम लोग चाह रहे हैं, what we are expecting, and when you see that kind of DNA fragment, we come to know that yeah, this is your gene of interest. Okay, Sahana is asking now what is centrifuge. Sahana, I think I have told this many a times, but a centrifuge is the a type of machine, okay, which actually rotates or spin. ठीक है, वो spin करता है बेटा. Okay, तो अभी उसके बीच में एक क्या कहते हैं rod like structure होता है, and this is the stand, and here there will be a ये होता है बेटा, यहाँ पे हम test tube रखते हैं. Okay, we'll keep the test tubes here, and now you're going to add the solution. You're going to add the solution and you rotate it. So when you rotate it, what happens? The materials or the molecules present in the solution, they separate based on their density. The heavier dense particles get settled down at the base, and the lighter particles will float. Okay, The heavy particles which settle at the bottom, we call it as pellet, and the lighter particles which actually float, we call them as supernatant. So this is how we're going to separate the molecules or the components inside the solution based on the density. Okay, this is one of the very important machinery that we use in our bio labs. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Sandesh. Even we used in the DNA fingerprinting. Okay, yeah, वहाँ पे भी use किया था. Ma'am, PCR is very expensive ना ma'am. Why can't we use bag and yak? Monisha, bag and yak is used for the very large and bulk amount of. अगर हम लोगों को बहुत बड़ा डीएनए फ्रैगमेंट को वर्क करना है तो इसके लिए we will take the back and yak. But here we just want a small gene of interest to be found. Then for that we are not going to do that double process. ठीक है, तो इसमें बहुत easily हो जाता है बेटा. Okay, so here we can do it very around. Say we have the machinery for it, but there you have to prepare the artificial chromosomes, like you have to make the artificial plasmid, and then you have to allow it. तो बहुत लंबा process है बेटा उसमें. Okay, is that sequence is unique? Yes, Chiran. So see, that's what I told you, right? In our entire DNA genome, either it is in the bacteria or in the human. So in that entire genome, so the actual gene, what we are looking for, that would be specific. Okay, if there is a gene which codes for protein, वो दूसरा रहेगा. We call it as cistron. And there will be another gene which does some other function. Then there will be another gene which does some other function. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे gene होते हैं बेटा. So what we are looking for, that would be specific. Yeah, yes, Nandish. All of them would be present in the agarose gel only. Yeah, definitely. Okay, can we move ahead now? Because we have a lot of things to understand, beta. Okay, so now what happened? Amplification of GOI by PCR. So let us now understand what are the important methods that you do in the steps of PCR. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you something. PCR was actually discovered or understood by a famous person called as एक second, not Kelly, not Kelly, Kelly Mullis. Okay, this person was Kelly Mullis. Okay, so this was the person who for the first time worked with it. Okay, and he got the Nobel Prize for the working of PCR also. Now, so this person, did the replication in the artificial means. Okay, so he majorly used the three steps for that. The first was denaturation, second one was annealing, and the third one was the extension. So let us see the first step. Okay, हम लोग देखते हैं first step. What exactly is denaturation? The name itself suggests. Okay, the name itself suggests you are going to change the nature of something. Okay, when we talk about DNA, our DNA is the double helix model. But that double helix model, if you unwind it, so it will look something like this. It looks like a ladder. Okay, so this ladder is binded, or you can say the two polynucleotide chains or the two polynucleotide strands are binded together with the hydrogen bond. Okay, they are binded together with the hydrogen bond. So what we have to do technically is, in this step, we have to break the hydrogen bonds to separate the strands. Okay, to separate the strands. So this is what basically we have to do. Okay, so we have to break the hydrogen bonds. Now, what are you going to do? Okay, what are you going to do that it should break? ठीक है, आपको कुछ करना है बेटा. अभी ये तो प्यार में है ना. These are doing the coupling reaction. So A will be joined with T, C would be joined with G. तो वो बहुत strong bonding में है. So how we are going to break this nucleotide base pairing? We will give a high temperature. So how much high, ma'am? आप बोल रहे हैं ना high temperature, तो कितना high? So no, Monisha, we are not going to add NaOH in this case. Okay, we are not going to add NaOH in this case because it is an entire setup. Okay, PCR एक entire setup है. What Kelly Mullis did here, so he maintained the DNA, or you can say this is the gene of interest, है ना? तो ये हमारा template DNA है, ये हमारा gene of interest है. So we have to multiply this now. So we have to multiply this. So for this, the temperature should be maintained at 92 degrees Celsius. So when you maintain the GOI, gene of interest, at the 92 degrees Celsius, what happens? The hydrogen bond breaks and the two separated strands are formed. Okay, now this is the denaturation. Actually, you will come across this term called as denaturation even in the proteins. I hope you remember in proteins you will find the primary structure, secondary structures, tertiary, quaternary. तो वहां पे क्या होता है बेटा? Just with the small rising temperature, just about a change in temperature, what happens? The entire structure of protein changes. That is also called as denaturation. ओके, इसीलिए यहाँ पे भी टर्म इसीलिए दिया है बेटा, थोड़ा हीट से. ओके, इफ यू गिव लिटिल बिट ऑफ हीट, what is happening here? Here the two strands are getting separated. That's why the name denaturation. The nature of the DNA is changed by the temperature. Okay, ma'am, we have to say it's separation of GOI. हाँ, ऐसे बोल सकते हैं शिवराज. Yeah, yes, Chiran. See, we can use the enzymes, definitely true, but enzymes cannot break the hydrogen bond. Yeah, enzymes can degrade, enzyme can catalyze, enzyme can digest. So बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं बेटा enzymes, but enzymes cannot break the hydrogen bond. For that we have to use some physical thing. Okay, like heat हो, like acid हो, तो ऐसा कुछ use करना चाहिए. अगर हम acid करेंगे तो पूरा खराब हो जाएगा. That's why what we are doing, we are giving rise to the temperature, right? So this is how we have separated the DNA strands. No, Nandish, it will not be unstable. So the entire setup is that they are kept stable. Okay, don't worry about it. So helicase is the natural process, ना बेटा. Helicase जो enzyme हम लोगों ने replication में use किया था, that is happening in our body. That is our natural mechanism. But PCR is what? PCR is the artificial mechanism that we are doing here. So if we have to add more and more enzyme, means we are complicating the process. That's why we are not adding enzymes. No, nothing related to the enzyme. Here I told you, right? That's why we call PCR as the thermal cycler, because हम लोग हर चीज ना heat से maintain कर रहे हैं by the temperature. Okay? No. It's not like that, Nandish, that we cannot use. We can use, but unnecessary क्यों use करें बेटा? See, when you can eat like this, so why do you want to eat like this? ऐसे खा लो ना, ऐसे क्यों खाओगे? तो इतना ही है बेटा, ठीक है? Now, the second step is called as annealing. So what is the annealing mean? Anneal का literal meaning है बेटा to attach. Okay, anneal, or other words you can say attach. So now you can ask me, now what exactly is going to attach and where it is going to attach? Now I am going to tell you something about the ingredients. Okay, abhi denaturation to ho gaya. Now for annealing and the second, that means third process extension, we want some ingredients. What exactly do we want? We want primer. We want primer, but this primer is a DNA primer. Okay, and then what do we want? We want nucleotides. We want nucleotides. Definitely, right? See, when you want to get a new complementary strand for a template strand, you need to have the nucleotides. Okay, so that nucleotides को हमें यहाँ लिखते हैं deoxynucleotide triphosphates. So this you need. Okay, after that what you need? You need DNA polymerase, definitely for extension and polymerization. You need DNA polymerase. But so here DNA polymerase is actually not used exactly DNA polymerase. यहाँ पे कुछ और use कर रहे हैं बेटा. So we are using here Taq polymerase. Okay, so we are going to use the Taq polymerase. So even though the function of Taq polymerase and DNA polymerase are same, दोनों का function same है बेटा. But still you can ask me why we are going to use Taq polymerase instead of DNA polymerase. Because I told you, PCR is the process where we are using and maintaining the temperature. हम लोग यहाँ पे temperature को continuously monitor कर रहे हैं in every step. So what happened? DNA polymerase is an enzyme. In other words, it is a protein. So when you regulate the temperature, so at that time what happens? DNA polymerase is susceptible to the temperature. That is why instead of DNA polymerase, we are going to add the Taq polymerase. That means this Taq polymerase should have the ability for heat resistant. मतलब आप कितना भी हीट दो, मैं ऐसे ठहरा रहूंगा, क्योंकि वो उसके अंदर वो रेजिस्टेंट होना चाहिए ना बेटा. So this Taq polymerase has the heat resistance. Okay, it has the heat resistance. So now this DNA polymerase is the normal polymerase. Taq polymerase is the heat resistant polymerase. Now, so Nandish is asking, ma'am, Taq polymerase is artificial क्या? देखो बेटा artificial तो नहीं कह सकते हैं, but it is extracted from a special kind of bacterium. So what is that special kind of bacterium? It is extracted. Yeah, Nandish, we can say modified. Definitely, that term is true. So we can extract the Taq polymerase from a from a bacterium called as Thermus aquaticus. Okay, Thermus Taq Q. Sinchana. Okay, Taq. Yeah, Thermus aquaticus. Now, Thermus aquaticus is what? This bacteria is the one which actually can survive even in the hot temperature. ठीक है? अभी आप ना कुछ कुक कर रहे हो बेटा. For example, you are doing the tandoori chicken. तुम लोग तंदूर में कुछ चिकन भून रहे हो. You are boiling the chicken in the tandoor. So there what happens, if this bacteria is present on your chicken, and even though you are giving lot of heat, direct heat and all these things to your tandoor chicken, but still this bacteria can survive in that temperature. Why? Because this is the thermophilic bacteria. That means what? It loves the heat. It loves the high temperature, and this bacterium has adopted itself to live in such temperatures. Okay, so this is Thermus aquaticus. That is why, yeah, definitely Nandish, these are present in the hot springs. ठीक है, ये आपको hot springs में मिल जाएंगे. Yeah, Shivaj, these has the heat resistant capacity. Okay, nucleotide means ATGC ना मैम. Definitely Nandish, यार क्या यार, तुम लोग पढ़ते जाते जाते खाना बोलते हो क्या? Nucleotide means what? Adenosine, thymine, guanosine, cytosine. Okay, yeah, that's true. Now, so what? Yeah, Nilesh, I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, so now what do we want? So now for annealing process to happen, we want template. Okay, template means what? Single-stranded DNA. So we want single-stranded DNA. Now what we have to do? So we have done the denaturation. So for the denaturation, what we did, we maintain the temperature at 92 degrees Celsius, and तो हम लोगों के hydrogen bonds break हो गए. We got the 2 single-stranded DNA segments. Now, so for the annealing process, you have to maintain the temperature at 55 degrees Celsius. ठीक है, so 55 degrees Celsius तक तुमको maintain करना है for this process. So what exactly is the annealing process? See, as soon as the separated single strands are present, the primer, the DNA primer will come and attach at the 3' end. Do you remember where does the primer attach? Where does the primer attach? Either it attaches in the 5' end or 3' end. Very good, Harsha. Primer always. दुनिया ऊपर नीचे हो जाए, कोई आ जाए, कोई चले जाए, अलादीन के चिराग से जिन निकल जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, only in the 3' region our primer attaches. Okay, and polymerization happens from, right in the chat box, polymerization happens from which direction to which direction? Very good, Deepika and Molia. From 5' to 3'. From 5' to 3'. Right? So now you're going to see here, primer. You're going to see will attach at the 3' end. Now, so after the attachment, what happened? After the attachment, the polymerization will happen. That process is extension. We will discuss that in the next step. Prior to that, I will ask you one more question. Okay, you can ask me, ma'am, why they are using DNA primer here? Okay, so you can tell me, right? So here we are using DNA primer. So what is the reason? And we are also using DNA polymerase, but not RNA polymerase. For that also, what is the reason? Bolo beta. Answer quickly in the chat box. Template means denatured DNA, no ma'am. Yeah, exactly. That was I wrote, right? ये जो single stranded DNA है वो. Why you have used the DNA polymerase instead of RNA polymerase? Why cannot you use RNA polymerase? Nobody is writing anything. See, this two I was asking for a long time. Yeah, देखो बेटा, आप लोग ना DNA polymerase कब यूज करोगे? जब आपको DNA चाहिए. Okay, see, when you want DNA, what you will use the DNA polymerase. Okay, you will use the DNA polymerase enzyme. If you want RNA, then you will use the RNA polymerase enzyme. So where have you come across this? So you can see in the replication process, you used the DNA polymerase in replication. But in the transcription process, from DNA, you get the RNA, right? So what is your requirement? Your requirement is DNA और RNA. वो देखना है बेटा. अगर तुमको RNA चाहिए, तो तुम लोग use करेंगे RNA polymerase. Okay, so this you saw in the transcription. Okay, so this you saw in the transcription. Please remember it. And one more thing I wanted to tell you. So in the replication, you use the RNA primers, है ना? आपके जो replication process में तुम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, there we use the RNA primers. But that was happening naturally in our body, beta. That is a natural process, God-made process. But here, if we use RNA primer, then what happened? Again, we have to use many polymerase enzymes. Then proofreading should be done. तो बहुत कचरा होता है बेटा, लॉन्ग प्रोसेस होता है. इसलिए व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वी आर डायरेक्टली यूजिंग द डीएनए प्राइमर. देन नो मैटर ऑफ रिमूविंग द प्राइमर और नथिंग. ठीक है, प्राइमर को ही अटैच करके एक्सटेंशन कंटिन्यू होगा. Right. So please remember, in the annealing, 55 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. Now, the primer is attached. That means annealing is done. After annealing, you have to do the polymerization process. So to be precise, extension is what? Extension is polymerization. Extension is polymerization. Okay. Now, so this polymerization means what? Adding of more and more nucleotides to the primer. Okay, and there will be a big enzyme called as polymerase. Here the special polymerase is the Taq polymerase. So this Taq polymerase will sit on the primer. क्योंकि तुमको पता है ना बेटा, हमारा DNA polymerase थोड़ा अंधा है. It is blind. Not like RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase is very sober, very active, very healthy, very fit. But DNA polymerase is like blind. He always wants a primer polymerization. So DNA polymerase or the Taq polymerase, so it will observe where exactly is the primer present. तो वहाँ पे जाके वो बैठ जाएगा. So after sitting, it will start the polymerization. So polymerization always happens from 5' to 3' end by adding more and more deoxynucleotide triphosphate. Okay, that might be deoxy adenosine triphosphate, deoxyguanosine triphosphate, deoxythymidine triphosphate. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे phosphates डाल के हमारा polymerization process होगा. Nandish, मैंने वही बोला बेटा. This is artificial process. This is done by us. Okay, the normal replication process where you studied about pole 1, pole 3. So pole 1 आके primer निकाल के proofreading करता है. ठीक है, वो तो हमारा natural replication में होता है बेटा. This we are doing in the artificial medium. We have prepared it, we have discovered it, we have invented it. Kerry Mully did it, and so he has prepared it in a easier way. Okay, so here we are not using many pole enzymes. We are just going to use a better polymerase, that is fat polymerase. Okay, so this is how MTPs will be present in the solution. So that will be taken and the polymerization will be done. So now what do we get? We get the new DNA strands. Okay, we get the new DNA strands. So here you can see. Okay, so this and this was the template strand, and this was the new DNA strands that we obtained. So this is how what happened. Ma'am, the new DNA will be complementary. Definitely, Kishore. The new will be complementary. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So now what happened from one DNA? Okay. तो इसको separate करके हमने क्या किया? दो बना दिए. Now again by this process, what will happen? Okay. From एक second. From this we are going to get again two from. Okay. तो इससे हमको क्या बनेगा? Again we are going to get two more. Okay, so like this. Okay, from this we get this. Again from this we get two more. So like this we are continue to. Okay, we will continue to get two more. Okay, so again we are going to get two ऐसे two करके हम लोग बहुत सारे multiply होता जाएगा and we will get lot of PCR. Now if you look here, if you look at this machine, okay, so this is the machine of the PCR. Okay, so in this PCR you can see there is a display here. Okay, normally how many PCRs will be created? Nandish, depending upon the requirement. Okay, you can create from hundreds to thousands. Okay, तो thousands से sometimes तो क्या कहते हैं बेटा, you can also go up to the more than thousand के ऊपर क्या होता है lakh. Okay, you can go up to that also. So here there will be display and there will be buttons and everything like operating. So if you want, for example, like 100 additional DNA fragments, then you have to do it here. तो यहाँ पे आपको कुछ arrangement करना होता है. You have to either press it down or give the instruction for the machine. So it will prepare it as it is. Just a washing machine को बेटा. If you set it for 10 minutes, it will wash up to 10 minutes. If you set it for 20 minutes, it will do that. So this is how we are using the technology in our, bio. Yes, right. So this is your PCR at a glance. So I have given the diagram here also. You can see. So these, colors, gray color ones are the nucleotides, and this orange color is the DNA primer. And this is the original DNA which we were supposed to say gene of interest. Okay. Yeah, Simchana, thank you for remembering. मैंने extension के temperature बोलना भूल गई. Okay, extension here maintained. Here the extension, the temperature is maintained up to 72 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in the first step, in the denaturation step, temperature is maintained at 92 degrees Celsius, and in annealing process, the temperature is maintained at 55 degrees Celsius, and in the extension, the temperature is maintained at 72 degrees Celsius. Ma'am, how do we know the specific nucleotide? Nandish, it is a very big process, beta. If you want to know about it, low system resources may affect your audio quality. Try closing some applications to improve performance. Is my voice audible to you all? Because computer कुछ बोल रहा है मुझे. Okay, Nandish. तो ये बोल रहा है कि तुम अपने टैब्स जो ओपन करे हैं उसको क्लोज करो तो तुम्हारी ऑडियो क्वालिटी और अच्छी होगी. ठीक है, करेंगे आगे से. Now, yeah, Aisha. So this is how by using temperatures we have maintained the PCR and we obtained the amplification. Very much breaking. Chirant, I think there is a network issue from your side, beta. I can definitely say that because everybody is saying very clear, audible, perfect, and you are saying very much breaking. मैंने तब भी देखा. आपने जब भी डाला था, I think it's from your side. Even though here also network problem is there, a lot of rain. यार मेरी shopping नहीं हो पा रही है यार. I don't know what to do. So here, in the denaturation process, you are going to maintain the temperature at 92 degrees Celsius so that the double-stranded DNA will get separated into single-stranded. Then you have to do the annealing. For the annealing, you again drop the temperature at 55 degree Celsius. So there what happens, primer attaches with the template DNA. Then what happens in the extension process, the primer which is attached to the template will start the polymerization, and from this polymerization happens actually from the 5' to 3' direction. Okay, and here temperature would be maintained at 72 degrees Celsius. So these three are the main important, steps that are used in the PCR. मोनिशा, मैंने आज से ज्यादा ऑनलाइन ही की है बेटा, लेकिन फिर भी बहुत कुछ होता है. When it comes to marriage, there is a lot of small things that you need to purchase. Okay, तो इसलिए जाना ही पड़ता है बेटा. Now also after the completion of class, I have to run with my mother to buy something. Okay, yeah, only 3 steps on this. DNA primer or tag. हाँ, so the polymerase use होता है बेटा. So one other important thing is here, instead of normal DNA polymerase, you have to use what? Tag polymerase. So these are the few things that you need to remember. Okay, about PCR. Yeah. Gene of interest के near. क्या बेटा मुझे समझ नहीं आया. See, actually in this diagram I haven't shown the polymerase enzyme. So polymerase enzyme will come and sit here and it will start the polymerization, and here it will start the polymerization. Okay. So orange color is a primer. Nandish, orange color is a primer. Yeah. Okay. So there's a question on the screen. The first step in PCR is denaturation, primer extension, annealing, cooling, heating. So बहुत कुछ है. I'm going to last बोल now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my YouTube यार. मेरे लाइव ही नहीं गया है, बताओ क्या करें आप इसको. Okay, so last 5 seconds. मैम Zoom recording को Telegram में send करो. Nandish, you're so clever. I'll do that. Okay, so I'm sharing the results. So 97% people have chosen option A, and एक बच्चे ने primer extension choose कर लिया है. बेचारे बच्चे का शायद network issue होगा. Okay, so I'm always trying to be optimistic. So yeah, here, as you know, we have discussed about the PCR. There are actually 3 steps involved. So the first step is denaturation, the second step is annealing, and the third step is extension. Okay, so cooling to koi step hai hi nahi. So these are all the wrong answers. A is the answer for this question. Okay, so now, ma'am, ask some tougher questions. यार नंदीश, देखो बेटा, मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, Kahoot में tougher, easier सब questions हैं. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. Right? So why I don't keep that, because I want everyone to get clear with the concept. Okay. So if once you're clear with the concept, you can solve any kind of tougher questions. Okay. Tomorrow, Nandish, because on Saturday you are having test for molecular basis of inheritance, and for that I'm going to do the Kahoot for that chapter tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So now, if you remember, I'm share the latest edition of Modern Chapter. Oh, yeah. I didn't understand your question then. Share the latest edition. अच्छा, okay, Jayant, I got it. जो तुम मॉड्यूल क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे थे उसमें आंसर्स रॉन्ग दिए हैं, है ना? That's what you're trying to say, right? Yeah, don't worry, Jayant. You know, our team is trying hard to make our new models of our P. So each and every day, new question papers, new models, and new things are updating. तो हम लोग तुम लोगों को पढ़ाने के अलावा वो काम भी करते हैं बेटा, तो डोंट वरी, सब कुछ प्रोसेस में है, तुम लोगों को विद इन अ मंथ सब कुछ मिल जाएगा बेटा मटीरियल, ठीक है? सो डोंट वरी नाउ. So I was explaining about the tools also. So in the tools I told you about the restriction endonuclease enzyme. तो उसको हमने अच्छे से पढ़ा था. But now also we are going to study about the vectors. What are vectors? Vectors are the vehicles which carry the foreign DNA or the gene of interest. So inside the host cell. So what actually is the definition you're going to see here? See, whenever you come across cloning vector, is actually same as vector. Vector, cloning vector, दोनों ही same है बेटा. Now, it is a DNA molecule that can carry a foreign DNA segment and replicate inside a host cell. Okay, so after you recombine the plasmid DNA with the gene of interest DNA, and you insert that recombinant DNA inside a host, then that host cell should replicate the DNA present in it into the next progeny. That is our ultimate aim. ठीक है, तो क्लोनिंग वेक्टर्स ना हम मेजॉरिटिवली प्लास्मिड्स को यूज करते हैं बेटा, एंड इन सम स्पेशल scientific work they were also using the bacteriophages. वहाँ पे bacteriophages भी यूज होता है, plasmids भी यूज होता है. So about bacteriophage we will study those in the higher classes. ठीक है, but plasmid का यहाँ पे ही पढ़ोगे तुम लोग. Now, so let us understand, अगर हम किसी को vector बोल रहे हैं, if we are calling any plasmid as vector, then what are all the qualities it should possess? ठीक है, तो उसमें कौन से qualities होने चाहिए? So here, so features of the cloning vector. So the first feature is it should contain the origin of replication. Okay, so ori site or origin of replication must be present. Okay, must be present. This is first point. Now, what is second point? The second point is that along with the ori site, there should be the recognition sequences present. Okay, so along with this, recognition sequences must be present for specific RNA. Okay, for specific RNA. That means what? If we are going to use any restriction endonuclease enzyme like E. coli, so for E. coli enzyme to cut the plasmid, there should be the specific recognition sequence in our plasmid. Okay, so that is the third point. Sorry, second point. Now, what is the third point? It is a very good vector. हम एक वेक्टर को बहुत अच्छा वेक्टर कब बुलाएंगे? जब it has recognition, okay, I will write here, recognition sites of many restriction enzymes. Of many restriction enzymes. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I will draw a diagram here. So, for example, if it is a plasmid, if it is a circular double-stranded plasmid, तो इसमें क्या होना चाहिए बेटा? There should be a ori site. For example, there should be a ori site. I know, except the ori site, there should be many sequences, recognition sequences like here, यहाँ पे, ऐसे करके बहुत सारे recognition sequences should be present. Okay, so for example, this is for BAM-H1, this is for BAM-H1, okay, and this is for SAL1. Okay, so this is for SAL1, और यहाँ पे भी HIN2 है, E. coli है. So like this, in a one vector, okay, in one vector, it should have the many recognition sequences for the use of many RNA. ठीक है, तो अगर plasmid में बहुत सारे recognition sequences है, then what we can do? That plasmid is a good vector. Okay, we can use it for several purposes. So that is another point. And the fourth important point is, okay, for one RNA, For one recognition endonuclease enzyme, only one recognition site should be present. Only one recognition site should be present. Should be present. Okay. So that means what? That means what? For example, अगर ये जो recognition site है, it is for BAMH1, only this site should be specific for BAMH1. तो यहाँ पे भी BAMH1 हो, यहाँ पे भी BAMH1 हो, this is not taken. It is not good. Okay, why? Because our REN enzyme will get confused by the recognition sites. तो बहुत सारे अगर recognition sites हैं तो confuse हो जाता है बेटा हमारा enzyme. Okay, so our BAMH1 will get confused. That is why it is very good if only one recognition sequence is present for only one brand. This is very, very important. Then one more last thing is it should possess a selectable marker. Okay, so our plasmid should possess the selectable marker or also called as marker gene. I will explain you what exactly is this, or it should contain the marker gene. Now, these 4 to 5 points are very important. These are the features for which we call a plasmid can be used as vector. Dekho beta, in this nature, there are thousands to lakhs together. There are bacteria present. So every bacteria has different types of plasmid. Okay, so we cannot use all those types of plasmid as a vector. Every plasmid cannot be a vector. If we are calling a plasmid as a vector, then it should possess these qualities. उसमें ORI site होना चाहिए for the replication. Why? You know, right? So our gene of interest do not have the ORI site. I had told you बेटा, मैंने ये बात बोला था तुमको. अगर host cell के अंदर, if you are just adding the ORI site as it is like this, if you add the ORI site as it is, it will not happen anything. It will not replicate. It will not pass on to the next progeny. It will pass on to the next progeny only if it will replicate. अगर इसके पास replicating ability है, तभी वो replicate करके आगे वाले बच्चों में जाएगा. लेकिन in the gene of interest, ORI site is not present. Hence, what we have to do? We have to insert this gene of interest in the plasmid. So plasmid should definitely present the ORI site. Okay, ORI site is the place where initiation of replication will occur. ठीक है, बाद में रेन एंजाइम को कट करने के लिए रिकॉग्निशन सीक्वेंसेस होने चाहिए, उसके बाद सेलेक्टेबल मार्कर होना चाहिए. वो क्या है? I will tell you that. Now, so which are the plasmid vectors? So in your syllabus, you have to remember about one plasmid. Okay, that plasmid is called as PBr322. Okay, PBr322. So what exactly is this? This is the famous plasmid that is being used in the biotechnology. बहुत सारे plasmid हैं बेटा. TI plasmid is there, PUC plasmid is there, this PBr322 plasmid is there. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे plasmid. But this is one such plasmid is favorite for everyone in the biotechnology field. You have to remember the structure, beta. You have to remember the structure. You have to remember the sites. Okay, ये आपका हो गया ORI site origin for replication. Now this, okay, PSP1. So all these are what? These are all REN enzymes. Okay, REN enzymes का recognition sites. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एक recognition site है, यहाँ पे एक recognition site है, यहाँ पे 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 है. So like this, there are many. यहाँ पे है, तो यहाँ पे recognition sites हैं. Okay, या लिखित P stands for plasmid, BR stands for the scientist name who actually discovered this. Okay, Bolivar Rodriguez. Okay, Bolivar Rodriguez. Okay, so this BR refers to the Bolivar Rodriguez. This is the person actually who invented this plasmid, this vector actually for the use of the biotechnology. And this 322 actually refers to some sequence beta. ठीक है, वो मैं भूल गई हूँ कौन सा sequence है. हाँ, yes, these are actually two scientists. Okay, Bolivar and Rodriguez. This is separate scientist. This is separate scientist. Okay, इन दोनों ने मिलके work किया है. Now, so this is about your plasmid. BR322. Please remember it. Now, so you check here. ORI site is present. Recognition sequences are present. Yeah, discovered in 1972. Definitely true. Okay. Now, so which is the third one? Third one, dekho beta. For one REN, there is only one sequence. For one REN, only one sequence. One REN, one sequence. है ना? तो देखो यहाँ पे बैन H1 का एक ही जगह पे है, here, तो दो तीन जगह पे नहीं है. Now, so what else? हाँ, selectable marker. What is selectable marker? You can see here this ampicillin resistant gene. So gene in a plasmid from here to here, this is actually called as ampicillin resistant gene, and from here to here, this is called as tetracycline resistant gene. Okay, ये हो गया आपका tetracycline resistant gene. ठीक है? So now this is the structure. तो सब कुछ है. So these are actually the selectable markers. Now I will explain you बेटा. Don't worry. मैं आपको बोलूंगी selectable marker क्या है. तो अभी आगे. Now I want to explain you something. We are clear with what we isolated the DNA. Okay, we isolated the DNA and we did lot of processes, and then what we did the amplification. Okay, amplification by PCR, and हम लोगों को क्या मिल गया? हम लोगों को gene of interest मिल गया. Okay, by doing lot of things we obtained the gene of interest. Now what you have to do? You have to add this gene of interest. Consider this is your gene of interest. You have to add this gene of interest inside what? Inside the plasmid. Okay, so plasmid भी तुमको चाहिए, तो वो plasmid के अंदर तुम लोगों को डाल देना है. Or you can say vector. So consider this as your plasmid. So what do you get here? You get somewhat like this. It is a double-stranded DNA, circular DNA, which is having what? Which is having the gene of interest. Okay, तो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा हो गया gene of interest. Now what do you call it? You call it as recombinant DNA or plasmid. You call it as recombinant DNA or plasmid. Now, तो ये आप recombinant DNA को क्या करोगे? You will add this inside the host cell, or also you can call it as recipient cell. Okay, you can also call this as a recipient cell. Okay, so host cell or recipient cell. Now, so for the process of adding the process, for the process of adding recombinant DNA in the host cell, this process is called as transformation. I will write here. So this process, okay, so process is called transformation. Write it down. अब एक बार सुन लो बेटा, मैं repeat करूंगी. I will repeat here. Transformation is the process of inserting recombinant DNA inside the host cell. Okay. So before the insertion of host cell, अभी ये बैक्टीरिया है, तो ये बैक्टीरिया में अभी प्लास्मिड नहीं है. Now we call it as host cell. Okay, now this is a host cell. अभी तुमको जो मिलेगा ना बेटा, after the insertion, you call it. Okay, now you have this bacteria, and this bacterium has the plasmid. Okay, so it has the recombinant plasmid. Now you call this as the transformed cell. Okay, you call this as the transformed cell. Okay, transformed cell. Now what you're going to do? You're going to allow this to grow. Okay, कहाँ पे allow करोगे? Where are you going to allow this to grow? First, you will make one, a Petri plate. To make Petri plate में, you will make the medium. Okay, you will make the culture medium or growth medium. You will make the growth medium. Then what you are going to do? You are going to insert, or you are going to allow the growth of transformed cell. ठीक है, तो अभी तुम लोग क्या करोगे? ये जो तुम्हारा बैक्टीरिया है जिसके अंदर यहाँ पे जो बताया है ना हमारा रिकॉम, okay, so this is present. Now we, with the help of the material that is present, what after the transformation, it is called transformed cell. It is called transformed cell. Okay, so now growth medium will give the nutrition for this bacterium to grow. So abhi kya hoga beta? I want everyone's attention here. I want everyone's attention. Now what happened? This bacteria will start to give its progeny. It will start to give its progeny. But ये जो अपना progeny देगा ना बेटा, ये ना सारे बैक्टीरिया के अंदर recombinant नहीं देता. Okay, so what I want to tell you here is there are actually 3 cases. ठीक है, अभी ये आपका बैक्टीरिया है, ये हो गया आपका recombinant plasmid. Now, when this multiply, it will give the 3 types of bacteria. What are those 3 types of bacteria? It will give first type of bacteria here, okay, and second type of bacteria here, and third type of bacteria here. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे लिख देती हूँ बेटा. So in the first type, what actually happens? Okay, so here this is one bacterium, this is another bacterium, this is another bacterium. Abhi, these are the 3 possible cases. Okay, so this is our transformed cell. This is our transformed cell. So this transformed cell is going to multiply to give its progeny. So during multiplication, it can give 3 types of bacteria. So these 2 are called as transformants. Okay, इनको हम बोलते हैं transformant. Why? Because plasmid has been transformed. Okay, plasmid तो गया है ना बेटा. So plasmid is there. Hence we will call this as the transformant. But this no plasmid at all. Okay, so plasmid ही enter नहीं हुआ इस case में. So here what do you call it? You call it as non-transformant. You call it as non-transformant. Now, तो third case में primer, sorry, not primer. What is that? Vector. Okay, so vector did not enter in the third case, but in the first and second case, vector did enter. Now, what is the scenario here? So in the first case, there is no recombinant vector. Only vector has passed, vector has transformed, but no recombinant vector. We write it as non-recombinant transformant. We say this as non-recombinant transformant. But in the second case, vector भी आया है, recombinant vector भी आया है. We call this as recombinant transformant. Now, so you tell me, yeah, nothing is present here. Okay, no plasmid, nothing. Okay, now you tell me, in these 3 scenarios, which one do you want? Which one you want? You want the second one. Definitely, Nandish, you want second one, and you don't want first and third. You don't want first and third. So what you have to do? अभी तो बेटा तुमने यहाँ पे petri plate ले लिया था ना बेटा, यहाँ पे petri plate ले लिया था. I will show this petri plate like this now. Okay, I will show this petri plate like this. If it is a petri plate, here there are many kind of colonies. Okay, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे types of colonies हैं. I will draw that with a different color. Okay, so there are many types of colonies present. So among these colonies, you can say one is the second case colony, and some colonies are first case, and the बहुत सारे हैं. ठीक है. Now what you have to do? For example, consider this green as second case. Consider this green as second case. So you want only second, and you don't want this black and red. Okay. So for this, what you are going to do? You are going to do the selection. तुम लोग क्या करोगे? Selection करोगे for what? To pick up only the recombinant bacteria. Now, when you take out this recombinant transformant, तो अब क्या करोगे? You can grow this, to get the मिनी नंबर, तो तुमको कंटामिनेशन कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा, अनडिजायरेबल not needed will not be formed. Okay, so this is your needed material. Okay, now to do the selection process, we have to use the selectable marker. For that process, we have to use the selectable marker, also called as marker gene. What is a selectable marker, ma'am? I will write here. I will write here. It is a region. It is a region or gene sequence or gene sequence of vector or gene sequence of a vector that helps in selection, that helps in selection of recombinant colonies of recombinant colonies that contain gene of interest, that contain gene of interest. Okay, so this is actually done with the selectable markers. Now let me tell you the example for selectable markers. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, I know Harsha, time, yes beta, देखो कल मैं कहूँ करूँगी, फिर परसों मैं नहीं आऊँगी, I will not be present. So this will be आधा हो जाएगा बेटा, तो इसलिए थोड़ा मैं बोल के जाती हूँ, मालगोपाल will continue next. Okay, so we have the example for selectable markers. These are antibiotic resistant genes. These are actually antibiotic resistant genes. Did you see there in the इस बार क्या कहते हैं बेटा PBR 322 there was a tetracycline gene and there was the ampicillin resistant gene. So these resistant genes are going to help us. So how exactly they are going to help? How exactly they are going to help? Let me tell you that. Okay, वो कैसे help करेंगे? For example, you take a petri plate here. You have added the medium. So you have added the culture medium. Have added the culture medium. Plus, for example, you added what? You added the tetracycline. So what is tetracycline? Tetracycline is actually the antibiotic. Antibiotic means what? अगर कोई भी बैक्टीरिया को टेट्रासाइक्लिन मिल गया तो वो मर जाए, ठीक है. नाउ दिस इज योर कंडीशन. नाउ व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इफ यू ऐड द नॉर्मल बैक्टीरिया. ओके, सो इफ यू ऐड द नॉर्मल bacteria here, will it die or will it live? Okay, now in the another hand, what you're going to do, you're going to add the antibiotic resistant gene. Okay, so antibiotic resistant bacteria. Okay, so antibiotic resistant bacteria. Now you tell me which one will live and which one will die. Okay, which one will live and which one will die? So in the medium, you have the growth media also, you have the tetracycline. This tetracycline is the your what? It is the killer. ये killer है बेटा. It is the killer of bacteria. Okay, killer of bacteria. है ना? तो अभी if the normal bacteria is introduced here, this will die. Okay, so normal bacteria will die. But what about this? What about this antibiotic resistant? This will live. This will live. Why? Because this bacteria has a specialized gene that is tetracycline resistant gene. तो ये बैक्टीरिया जो है ये रेजिस्टेंट है. बोलेगा बैक्टीरिया ये, अरे कितना टेट्रासाइक्लिन है, मैं भी देखता हूँ, मेरे पास भी टेट्रासाइक्लिन रेजिस्टेंट जीन है, तुम है, मैं भी अपना जीन बनाया है, ठीक है. तो दिस will live. So this is how we separate and we differentiate for selecting the concepts. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मुझे एक्सप्लेन करना था बेटा, टाइम नहीं है, तो हम लोग यहाँ पे एम्पिसिलिन यूज करते हैं टू डिफरेंशिएट फ्रॉम ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड सेल टू नॉन ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड सेल. उसके बाद हम अगेन रेप्लिका प्लेटिंग करेंगे टू डिफरेंशिएट फ्रॉम नॉन रिकॉम्बिनेंट ट्रांसफॉर्मेंट टू रिकॉम्बिनेंट ट्रांसफॉर्मेंट. सो ये सब करने के बाद हमको मिलेगा हमारे क्वालिटीज. So there are a lot of process. Ralgopal will explain you this. ओके, तो तब तक के लिए बेटा ठीक है, you keep on maintaining. So there's a question on the screen. Which of the following are required to be called as vector? See, I don't have time to launch the whole, but I will launch the NPS. ठीक है, तो NPS को भी आंसर करना, क्वेश्चन को चैट बॉक्स में भी आंसर करना. Okay, so which of the following are required to be called as vector? Okay, it should contain the origin of replication, selectable marker, cloning sites, and all of these. मेरा टाइम ना ये इंटरनेट का प्रॉब्लम ने छीन लिया बेटा. My time is gone there. I wish if I had lot more time I could have completed this. मुझे बहुत कुछ बोलना था. But it's okay. You tell Bal Gopal that I have explained the selectable marker and he has to explain the selection procedure. Selection procedure of explain करना है उसको. Okay, so I can see most of you have answered it correctly. Okay, in the chat box, the answer for this question is very clear. That is answer D. Why? Because a vector should contain origin of replication, selectable marker, and the cloning sites. All these are present, hence the answer is all of these. Okay, guys. So I'm ending the NPS also because most of the people have media hai. So thank you guys. Thank you for your presence and thank you for your patience. I know क्या करें बेटा network का problem है. Mammalian transcription protein and repressed protein is same. No, Munisha. Transcription protein is different, repressed protein is different बेटा. दोनों बहुत अलग चीज हैं. मैं कभी तुमको क्लास लूंगी ना तो तब बोलूंगी. ठीक है? Both of them are different. Okay, guys. Now time is done. I have to end the meeting. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.